Send your resume to ecollins@sarkistarzian.com.
Count on Local 3 News for more local stories.
More local stories, more updated forecasts. Local3news.com.
So I want to introduce you to Matt Wilson. Many of you probably know him already. He has Wilson & Beau here in town. And I'm not quite sure, actually, Matt, where to start in our conversation this morning, because I could pick a finger and have a different topic to focus on.
Yes, ma'am.
I love the fact, though, that I think you're very representative of what happens in Chattanooga, where there are these world-class businesses, some large, some smaller,
yes, ma'am,
that are right here in our own backyard.
Yes.
And that's you.
That's me, for sure.
He's getting his water while
Excuse
we
me,
talk.
I've got to hydrate real quick.
So here, I'll
Yes,
set
ma'am.
the story for you.
Okay.
Matt comes in. He's just all smiles and Chattanooga handshakes, and we're having a good time talking. And the first thing I said to you was, do you do the bow ties for the MCR Foundation? The answer is yes.
Yes, ma'am, we do.
You do a little bit of everything, and you do it all well. At Wilson & Beau, you're making, designed, you tell it.
Yes, ma'am. So we design and manufacture custom ties, scarves, socks, and now needlepoint items.
Okay.
So I started off just doing ties, then I added scarves, and along the way I added socks, and now my focus are on needlepoint items, such as needlepoint sunglass straps, belts, key fobs, and that sort of thing.
So I was trying to take some notes while you were talking, because
Yes,
it was a really quick laundry list of people who are your clients. Harvard,
Yes, ma'am.
the U.S. Open,
Yes, ma'am. U.S. Open tennis tournament.
Governor Brian Kemp.
Governor Brian Kemp's about my favorite client. That was a very provincial thing. He contacted us, and it just made my day.
Yeah. So now from that relationship, you're doing some work with Congress.
We are. So he gave one of our ties to Congressman French Hill of Arkansas, who is the incoming chairman for the 119th Congress, chair of the Financial Services Committee in Congress, which oversees all of banking, Wall Street, and insurance on the federal level. So we're making a bull and bear themed tie and scarf for him to give to the congresswomen and congressmen on his committee.
Wow. So here's what I want to know. So I mentioned the MCR Foundation. Emily Collier comes our way multiple times of the year, but they do this Bow Ties and Blossoms fundraising event, and she always has a great tie that you design. So many people might be accustomed to seeing you that way. But if you are just wanting to purchase one of your ties, can we just purchase an individual tie?
You may not.
Okay.
They're all custom made, and they're all wholesale. So it's primarily, up until now, we have made ties and scarves and needlepoint for organizations, businesses, and colleges on a custom wholesale basis.
Okay.
However, now we're changing it a little bit to kind of a hybrid model, and we're starting this week with two organizations. One is the Chattanooga Bar Association, and one is the Georgia Dental Association. We're the official tie and scarf company for the Georgia Dental Association.
Okay.
So we have designed for the CBA a collection of needlepoint items plus a very beautiful scarf, and we're taking pre-orders starting this week for the Chattanooga Bar Association scarves and needlepoint items.
Is the scarf intended to be a women's scarf or a man's
It
scarf?
is a women's scarf.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Italian silk and made in the USA.
Okay, that was something too you were telling me. I mean, I'm telling you, his story is so varied, but for a long time you were manufacturing these in Italy and in China, but now you are able to use those same Italian materials, but made here.
Made in the USA is the direction that we're going.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
So, okay, people are watching and thinking, well, dang, I want a Matt Wilson designed piece. They can do that for their school, their company.
Yes,
they just
ma'am.
have to have a certain quantity to do it.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Exactly.
I guess it's great for commemorative years.
It is. It is. Most of our customers actually give our custom products to their major donors and their board members and key folks on, at their organization, that sort of thing.
So I want to ask you about the Italian materials, because one thing I've noticed in the ones that I've seen you do over the years is the brightness of the color.
Yes.
It's stunning. It's not
Thank you.
duplicatable.
Thank you. Thank you.
Is that because you're getting the materials from Italy, do you
In
think?
part, yes, because of the grade silk we use from Italy, based on what's known as the mame weight, which is how much silk weighs per every 100 yards.
Okay.
So if you're ever on Jeopardy.
Yeah.
The other thing is we screen print our scarves, which is the highest level of printing available. So that's how we're able to do such clarity and bright colors and give it pop and that sort of thing.
So on the needlepoint, you are literally, somebody is doing this by hand, or is this machine done?
We can do it either way. We can do it the traditional way by hand, and we also have the capacity to make needlepoint with a machine for the first time in human history. So the significance of that is ever since the very first needlepoint item was created in the Garden of Eden, when Miss Eve was sitting there by the fire doing needlepoint with Adam, ever since then.
I forgot that part of Genesis.
Well, that's in there. You gotta. It depends on the version. But ever since then, needlepoint has only been made by hand.
Okay.
So a belt like this may take 20 hours to make by hand.
Yeah.
And so we still do that, but we also have the capacity to use a state-of-the-art machine that not only replicates but exceeds the clarity and quality of handmade needlepoint.
This is entirely unfair, but I'm out of time because the story goes faster here than it does in real life.
Yes, ma'am.
But you can be watching for those pre-sale orders to get yours in for the Chattanooga Bar Association in the coming days.
WilsonandBeau.com.
WilsonandBeau.com. Now you know a part of the story. Maybe he'll come back and we can keep the conversation going.
Yes, ma'am.
Great
I'd love
to see you.
Thank you, Julie.
Ascension Living provides services and amenities to our residents.